This week we're working on the beginnings of your narrative essay or your narrative argument. And part of this week's assignment, I'm asking you to read your Rules for Writers textbook, pages 36 through 38, which is going to give you a nice example of a student model of a narrative essay, and also pages 40 to 54, which is going to talk a little bit about paragraphing and paragraphing structure. I do want to zoom in on two pieces that you're going to find in your Rules for Writers textbook that I think are really good examples that I just want to highlight that are appropriate to the work that we're doing this week. So if you'll come with me to that page, we'll take a look at narration. So what a narrative paragraph does is it helps to tell part of a story. They're usually arranged in chronological order or time order, but they can contain flashbacks and flash forwards. These are things that interrupt the time of the story and bring us to a time in the future or a time in the past. The paragraph that we're going to take a look at is from a book written by Jane Goodall. You may know her name. She's a famous scientist who's worked with studying chimpanzees and other animals. And here's just a description of her from her time in Africa. She writes, "One evening when I was waiting in the shallows of the lake to pass a rocky outcrop, I suddenly stopped dead as I saw the sinuous black body of a snake in the water. It was all of 6 feet long, and from the slight hood and the dark stripes at the back of the neck, I knew it to be a Storm's water cobra, a deadly reptile, for the bite of which there was, at the time, no serum. As I stared at an incoming wave, gently deposited part of its body on one of my feet. I remained motionless, not even breathing, until the wave rolled back into the lake, drawing the snake with it. Then I leapt out of the water as fast as I could, my heart hammering." So notice what I've highlighted here are some transition phrases, and these transition phrases just help the writer to organize the chronological order in the paragraph. These are time words, suggesting what comes first, what comes second, what comes third. So we have one evening when, I suddenly, at the time, then gives us a flashback, as I stared, and then finally then. And so these kinds of words and phrases help the writer to organize the details that she includes. Also notice that we begin by setting the scene. The writer's opening sentence helps give us a description of place. From there, each detail describes very clearly what is happening, again, using that chronological order to tell the story. And so looking at examples like this can help you organize your own writing and also draw inspiration from the kind of description that the writer is using or the kind of narration that the writer is using.